Hi everyone, this is the extended response question lesson for Afro Sound System song release. It's the last lesson that we're going to do on this set work. What you will need for this session is your work booklet, and we're going to be looking at page 16 until the end. Okay, if you turn to page 16, you will see 16 and 17 have got a table that should look pretty much like it does on the screen. And this is not what you would have to do in the exam, but in terms of preparing you for this, it's useful to have a comparison table of the elements of music comparing the piece that you do know, your set work, with this unfamiliar piece of music. In this case, it's a piece by The Cause, an Irish band. So what we're going to be doing is, what you're going to be doing is looking at the sheet music for release, which is on page 18, which looks like this. And then on pages 19 and 20, you should have a piece of music that looks like this. And what I'd like you to do is you're going to have a go at filling out the table on pages 16 and 17 to prepare you for the essay question, which you will find on page 21. The essay question being: evaluate how successfully the Celtic style is fused with other musical styles in these extracts. And you should ensure that you reference any valid points made. So, I'm going to play you Afro Celt in full. Well, the extract that you've been given. So this you will find on page 18. So just have a listen just to remind yourself. You could also have a look at the comparison table on 16 and 17 to remind you of the features. Okay, so the features of Afro Sound System are already printed on your table. What you're now going to do is fill in the other elements for the Cause song, which is called Toss the Feathers. So before I play you anything, if we just have a look at the sheet music, which is on pages 19 and 20, I've identified some of the things that you can already see in the music without hearing it at all. So at the top of the page, you can see here, this has a tempo marking. So crotchet equals 108. Crotchet equals 108 means 108 crotchet beats per minute. Okay, so that's sort of between 1 and 2 beats every second, so roughly sort of 3/4 of a beat per second. We can also see the time signature being 4/4. So that's always at the very start of the piece. And if you look throughout the rest of this, you shouldn't see any change in that, neither in the tempo. We've also got, I've had to put it here because I ran out of space, but we've got an indication of the key signature. Okay, so we've got an F sharp there, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I would like you to sort of have a guess by looking at the music in front of you and knowing what you know about key signatures and work out what the key signature is. Then so we've got tempo. In terms of rhythm, over here we've got triplets, use of triplets, which we should recognise from the set work itself, and also a lot of semiquavers, which we've also got in our set work. So always look at what's on the page. Remember, you can scribble all over this, you can circle things, you can write notes down rather than actually on the essay itself. So what I'd like you to do is, in the exam, you will hear your set work once, and then you will hear the unfamiliar piece of music 3 times. So I will play it to you 3 times. After I've played it 3 times, I will then put the essay question up on the final slide, and you should then use your completed table to help you with the question, evaluate how successfully the Celtic style is fused with other musical styles in these extracts. You should ensure that you reference any valid points made. And what I'd like you to do is, I'd like you to bring that completed essay with you when we return to school in September. On the very back page, on page 23, is the mark scheme, which should not be unfamiliar to you. So remember to look at level 3. So we're looking at make points about both extracts using some evidence to support the points made, and demonstrate some stylistic awareness. So that would be your awareness of the Celtic style and also the styles that it's fused with. A good range of musical vocabulary used. Appraise or demonstrate straightforward analysis of similarities and differences. And there is some attempt at comparing, contrasting and drawing conclusions. So remember, it says evaluate how successful. So you've got to make a judgment at the end of what you say to say which piece you think has fused the Celtic style with another style more successfully. Okay, so here we go then. We'll hear the piece, listen out for features, complete that table, and then when the essay question pops up, I will stop talking, I'll end the video, and then you have time to complete the essay. Here we go. Okay, so hopefully you recognise this repeat symbol here that I'm now pointing at. So the first 4 lines repeat before it then carries on. Okay, so here is the piece for the second time. If you want to pause now, just for a break so you can write things down, please feel free. Okay, here is the unfamiliar extract for the third and final time. Okay, so this is your essay question. Evaluate how successfully the Celtic style is fused with other musical styles in these extracts. You should ensure that you reference any valid points made. Like I said, have a look at page 23 for your mark scheme for an idea of where you should be aiming for, level 3 as a minimum. And that is me signing off. I'd just like to thank you all so much for keeping up with all the work that's been set. I'm really pleased, especially with stories that I've heard about other subjects and people not being able to do the work that they've been set. So I'm really proud of you. Well done. I look forward to receiving your mock performances by the end of next week. And have a lovely summer. Please stay safe, take care of yourselves, don't get too close. And I shall see you in September. Okay, bye bye.